Okay guys, welcome. So level 50 finally. So what we'll do, I'll cover my... Actually no, I'll show you something first. Show you something exciting. I don't know if you've ever got hirelings. I've just like yesterday pushed this one to 3, that one to 3, and woodworking to 3 for your hirelings, right? And I've got the mail from them. I've got 3. So we're gonna see what all these are. Right, just so you know if hirelings are worth it or not. So this is curious to me as well. Oh, there we go. So I got... Why is that exotic? Level 1. Level 1. Level 1. Interesting. So that one come with a veteran. Okay, that's not from... That's from doing missions in Cyrodiil. So these are the things. So Ash, I can't even get Ash yet. So yeah, a golden, yeah. So that's for legendaries. That's my first golden thing. So that's made it more than worth it putting them points on. It's for woodworking, for shields and bows. So I can make a legendary bow eventually. So yeah, very happy with that. I don't give a fuck about obsidian. But the ash and the rosin, whatever it's called, is really good. Next one. Fucking hell. This must be the only way to get legendary stuff then. Fucking hell. And Ironhide. That's like... Yeah, Ironhide's amazing. That's... Ironhide, that's what I can make... Next, yeah, because look at woodworking, that's 7. So next one I can make ash. So what I've just got there is for the next level up. This one is the next level up. Fucking hell. These guys are the tits. I'm happy I bought these now. Oh, I didn't get a gold this time, but the Galatine ore, I haven't even come across that yet. So that must be way high up. And obviously a purple there. Fuck me. So that Galatine ore, that's next. That's basically, to get your high-end shit, you need your 3 out of 3. Plus you get it twice a day. You get these epic things twice a day, even if you're offline. But the mail expires after 30 days, so fucking hell. Going away for a week, coming back, your bank will be stacked with the best shit. So that hopefully just showing you. Get hirelings, they're unbelievably cool. Alright, so let's move on to my builds, yes. Okay, first I'll cover the gear I'm wearing and then I'll explain why I've got that kind of gear. I don't know how loud these sounds are in game, so let me just turn things down just so you're not hearing buying, selling, trading. Alright. So my items, now I wear 2 heavy and 5 medium. I'll explain why in a second. But it doesn't matter what, I prefer to have a heavy chest, but I haven't found a decent one yet to replace that. So I'm currently wearing heavy legs and a heavy head. Right, but the other 5 are, you know, the other 5 are medium. Right, I've not focused on too much what this stats are, as long as they give me some magic, stamina or health. I'm not too focused on that at the moment. I'll go heavy into that when I've got all my enchanting high and shit like that. At the moment, it's just whatever's not damaged, I'll put on. That's a medium or heavy, you know, because you can kill everything fine. You don't have to be too anal with it right now. So very good shield, sick axe, yeah, really good axe, and a really good bow. All right, so that's that. My guy, his stats are 12, 25, 12. You do need quite a bit of magic for all your heals. You don't need so much stamina. You don't need to chuck that on lows because I've got a lot of good regeneration for my stam, as you can see there. It's already at 72, health's at 36, and magic's at 54. As soon as I do that, then I go back on. Where is it? The button? No, it's not. That's not it. Yeah, so that's now at 93, 54, and 54 again. So that's how much that boost jumps it up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. My armor, obviously, coming here, it boosts your armor. Oh no, that's just armor penetration by 300. Okay, yeah, so that's my natural stats, which is pretty cool. Right, but let's move on to my skills and why for the build. Crescent Sweep. Like I say, I've got one ultimate at the moment. I mean, I know you can equip two, but I'll explain what my second one's going to be when I get to that. Alright, so Crescent Sweep, for obvious reasons, that's seriously good. It's quick. It reloads so quick. You can really hammer down with a lot of damage with that. Biting jabs, for obvious reasons. They do the extra 100% more for the closest target, and when they're low health, it's a huge amount of crit chance. Everything else, you know, there's Balanced Warrior now, you know, 4% extra damage for spell and weapon, and my spell, so for weapon damage is that, my spell resistance is now 200. Burning Light, you can just read that, you can do a lot more with them biting jabs. Spear Wall, you can block more, I guess, even with your bow out or whatever, at least you can block more melee incoming, and your chance has gone up even more. Okay, so Dawn's Wrath. Unfortunately, I've still got this, but I'm only using that to get this. I want this, you know, both of that. I want both points on that because, you know, when that's at 4%, 4% off your magic and stamina use and your ultimate cost will help, especially when I change to a higher end ultimate, which I will do later on. Well, not change to, but one of my ultimates will be that. Okay, Restoring Light. I say Honor the Dead is now maxed. That does a lot for people within a 28-meter radius, and then after, you know, you can just read that yourself. And obviously the spellcaster, shit like that. The Radiant Aura, that's like saying when that's slotted, just increase all your regeneration, and when you use it, increase it even more, and that does that for everyone around you. The radius is huge again, 21 meters, so you're healing everyone really well. And the Extended Ritual places that on the ground, negates, you know, some negative things off you. If you're, you know, you've got some weird tick damage or any kind of negative thing, it just knocks one of them off you. And it heals everyone around. I put the extended one on, so now it lasts for a lot longer. First it only started off for like 12 seconds, but now it's about, I think it's this one's 16 seconds it lasts for. I've not got the Light Weaver because I don't really need that, because that 10% on the aura is only fucking like 1 second more, which is not really worth it. Obviously this, if you read that, if you pause it and read that as well, so I'm not going to read out everything. This is what I really wanted, the Master Ritualist. See, I can res people super fast, 100% health, and I can gain a soul gem upon a successful resurrection. So 40% quicker revive, that's a winner in boss battles. Alright, so obviously this again, I'm just slowly maxing these out. I can nearly get that in 2 more ranks. That'll help out a lot when that's doubled. 16% is a fucking huge amount off for bolts and spells to be blocked. Battlefield mobility, just handy to move whilst blocking. Bow, slowly getting there. My snipes really getting there. Magnum's fucking epic. That is so handy for keeping distance against anything really. And snipe, I'm looking forward to the one that deals extra damage. That's what I want instead of the poison version. I don't really care for hasty retreat. I think that's a pile of shit. If it costs, made it cost less for you to roll, yeah, but the rolling costs so much stam. So I mean, this doesn't really, that's not really worth it. That's handy. Everything else is handy. Okay, going into my armors now. Obviously, that's everything there. But heavy armor. Why I've gone for 2 pieces of heavy armor, right? So the amount of bonuses you get just from heavy armor. First, obviously, yeah, obviously I've lost a bit by losing 2 pieces of heavy, but remember I've still got 5 pieces of medium armor. So obviously this is still quite high. Yeah, I've got a huge dodge chance still. My dex is still really strong, 15%. I'm only losing 2% off it, so who cares? My stam regen is still at 20%, so that's still huge because I've got 5 pieces. My improved sneak's still really good. Agility, gotta have 5 pieces. That's why I want the 5 medium, because a 10% quicker attack, 10% is a hell of a lot, especially when you get, I mean, this weapon on it as well has got an extra 4%, so that's a beast, right? And athletics, so still got a lot more, yeah, dodge cost, everything costs less than movement speed, so that's still huge off. But the medium armor, just from 2 pieces, right, gives me an extra 6% overall armor, increases my armor, yeah, and spell resist, yeah. So 66 spell resist and 6% more armor. Resolution. My health regen's gone up 8%. 8% still a huge amount. I've only got 1 out of 2. So increase my melee attack, so that'll be 2% once I've got 2 on it. And yeah, higher stuff you get, 2% is a huge chunk. And healing, when I got both on that, that'll go to 2%. So 2% more healing. That can mean the difference of living and dying. The health on me that's getting healed, sorry. So, and of course the extra armor itself from the heavy, so I'm getting a bit of extra protection, a lot of extra healing and bonuses. I can't use that. That's the only thing I cannot use, because you need 5 pieces, but I don't really care about that because my sword and board makes it very cheap to block. So yeah, that's why I got 2 pieces on. Bit more armor, a lot more health things. Alright, so that's behind that. Okay, this that seems to not work. Yeah, I've died at a boss or a mob having like no health, and that doesn't seem to make any difference. Right, this is cool. I want the second one on that, because it'll make it every 1 hour, because you know, reviving someone without using a soul gem is handy as hell. Right, guild, these are still the same. So getting the extra things to that, I might get that. Effects on werewolves, but it's not really worth it. Okay, my second ultimate, because I've got a close range one with the crescent sweep, and when I change it to my archery one, I want it on meteor, because it's got a 36 meter range, and it does horrendous amount of damage. Yeah, so, and it's instant. Yeah, so when I'm at level 10 for major skills, I mean, I think if I use one of these at least, then I think it'll start leveling it, because yeah, that's fucking, no, I don't think you can. I don't think it will level like that, because otherwise these won't be so low, right? But yeah, meteor is so cool. So that's what I'm gonna have for my second ultimate, because that's beyond epic, especially when that's leveled. So that's that's gonna be the most fun thing to use, and I reckon it'll look amazing. Undaunted only at 3. These are interesting. I'll focus more on these things later on. I'm not too fussed about these at the moment. Okay, racial skills, I've now got them all, so I'm at level 50, so that's a lot of health, especially because now I've got 14% overall speed on my melee, so I can quickly get health back. More stam, more health, increase my sword and shield. Crafting, right, I will get into alchemy and provisioning later on. I'm very focused on getting the main things done, the blacksmithing, clothing and the woodworking. I'm very focused on finishing these, so these are getting very high. Yeah, most of these are done. I can nearly get the next one on that. I'm not getting any more on the keen eyes, they're fine. So yeah, clothing, this is really strong as well. So everything's maxed apart from that, which I can't do for this one. I can nearly get the next one. Enchanting, I'm starting to chuck as much as I can on these now, because I've got so many runes, it's unreal, and I want to start using them up to level it. So I'm going to be chucking these on. Provisioning, a hireling as well. I'll start putting that on there because hireling's amazing. So there's still nothing here. There's so much here for skill points. It's unreal. And yeah, again, woodworking. That's, yeah, everything's really maxing out here. Okay, but like saying, it should be obvious how this character works. He's a sword shield beast. Yeah, he can kill most things face to face. Then he can easily go to bow, and that snipe's so handy for everything, especially when you do your crouching snipe. But this build works very well because you can happily go to things face to face, and it's always you're a foolish character if you don't have any kind of strong range attack. Yeah, I mean, once I finally used up my where is it? Yeah, once I finally got rid of that thing, which I won't do for ages, because I'm only at level 27. I will change it for arrow spray so I can snare people. That's the only thing. I can't. He's not very good at crowd control with his bow, so that's the only downside. But that's what I will change it for. But I just think in the long term, that's going to be really worth the push on this Dawn's Wrath. But you've got to have an ability slotted, I think, to keep leveling up. I'm not too sure about that, but okay. That's why. But yeah, that is my long-term goal, is to get arrow spray maxed out, so you can snare people and shit like that, because that's just handy, right? But that's it, guys. That's my level 50 build. I will obviously, there will be updates when I get things to where I really have them properly done. It's just a long process, I've gotten so many sky shards, it's unbelievable. Right, but I'm going to cover that in another video, all my stuff I've achieved so far. Right, but thanks for watching. I hope it's helped you out a little bit with building yours. Maybe not. If you got any suggestions or comments, what you think, then let me know. Right, thanks very much, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. Bye bye.